A story written to evoke the paranoia of 1980s Cold War flicks, Secret Invasion is the MCU attempting to be all grown up for the first time since Phase 4's The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The approach makes the season's first 2 episodes a refreshing and fascinating watch after 2 years of gods, sorcerers, multiversal travelers, and intergalactic goofballs taking center stage. But there's already the sense that Secret Invasion may not be quite up to the challenge of delivering the levels of fear and excitement the genre demands.
You're not ready for this, Fury.
If you stuck with The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you'll immediately recognize a lot of Secret Invasion's building blocks. This is an espionage show in which our hero, Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury, feels 3 steps behind his shadowy foes. Those enemies are a rebel faction of shape-shifting Skrulls, who, much like the Falcon's flag smashers, are depicted as sympathetic terrorists with something of a worthy cause. That's fascinatingly dark territory for Marvel to work in. While the first episode deals with a false flag attack in Russia, bombs are not the Skrulls' primary MO. The show is called Secret Invasion after all, and so the species' ability to shapeshift and blend in with humanity is the cornerstone of their plan for domination. This is so far being used to good effect, at least in the small scale, with some fun reveals that show just how deep the Skrulls' quiet invasion has burrowed. But I'm already concerned that this central premise lacks the terror that it really needs. Secret Invasion threatens to be a paranoid thriller without the paranoia. The central premise is that any human could be a Skrull, but at least in these first 2 episodes, there's a lack of authentic tension. So many of the core cast are already confirmed as Skrulls, and so there are very few characters in the position to be revealed as an imposter. The threat of the Skrulls should be terrifying and sow paranoia among the human cast, much like in John Carpenter's The Thing. Sadly, there's very little of that going on right now, although one major reveal does suggest that Secret Invasion may be more interested in sustaining dramatic irony rather than staging shocking twists. But even if Secret Invasion never hits the levels of fear it ideally should, these first 2 episodes still demonstrate enough strengths to encourage investment. Chief among them is Samuel L. Jackson, who unsurprisingly proves himself as the show's MVP. In many ways, he's still the Nick Fury we know and love, but that personality now seems something of a facade, an old mask being worn to disguise new fears. He talks of a crisis of faith following Thanos' attack on the universe, and it's clear that he's lost the cool confidence that made him such an effective manager for the Avengers project. He's the complex lead a show like this needs. Not every major character is as well-rounded as Fury though. Kingsley Ben-Adir's leader of the Skrull Rebellion, Gravik, has agreeable motivations, but a lack of valuable screen time has left him feeling rather thin. Hopefully material in further episodes will build him out as a multi-layered character, especially when it comes to his relationship with Emilia Clarke's Gaia. She's caught between the rebel and refugee factions, and the battle for her allegiance feels like Secret Invasion's strongest concept right now. Meanwhile, Olivia Colman's delightfully unhinged MI6 agent, Sonya Falsworth, brings the primary laughs. She's not your classic MCU comedy character. Instead of witty quips or goofy punchlines, her darkly threatening words are delivered with all the energy of an excited mother. It's borderline psychopathic, and adds memorable flavour to a surprisingly graphic torture scene in the 2nd episode. Secret Invasion doesn't hold back when it wants to indulge in the genre's grime, but so far it's been very restrained when it comes to action. Director Ali Salim follows the playbook first established by the Russo brothers with Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It's all gritty texture and matte finish, and that style extends beyond the action scenes into every conversation and establishing shot. It feels premium after multiple Marvel projects that have favoured an artificially glossy image and rocky CGI, and ultimately identifies Secret Invasion as something very tonally different to the MCU's superhero-led stories. After a couple of years of multiverse hopping and space set adventures, Secret Invasion is a welcome return for Marvel's lesser-used gritty espionage template. It shares a lot of common ground with the Winter Soldier projects, but manages to stand apart thanks to an almost total absence of superheroes and a strong cast of messy central characters. The first 2 episodes lack the sense of fear that it really needs, but Secret Invasion's dark tale is nonetheless off to a solid start. For more superheroics, check out our review of The Flash and Beyond the Spider-Verse, and for everything else, stick with IGN.